Uy, no se ve eso de Bandai Manco. Que no se vea eso de Bandai Manco. Porque... Ok, ya se escucha. Yo creo que estaba teniendo problemas de audio, pero no. Era el juego que no se escuchaba. Uy. Hoy vamos a empezar con la campaña. Hoy vamos a empezar con la campaña. Y pues... No sé, siento que... Oh, que la canción... Vamos a ver esto. Ok. 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 Ok, ya está el título bien. Sí. Y ahí está. No te caigas, control. No seas cobarde. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ok. Vamos a ver qué tal nos va hoy. Uf. Vamos a la campaña. Vamos a la campaña. Vamos a la campaña, nuevo juego. Me pone nervioso, me pone de nervios esto. Ok. Tiene... Desde que no juego con las palancas. Y no precisamente otras palancas. Tiene que no juego con el simulador como un año. Estaría bien jugarlo ¿En qué estaría bien jugarlo? No sé. Normal, en fácil. Pinche Mexican. Vamos a ver si... Vamos a probar en fácil. Reduce el daño por contacto con el terreno en determinadas condiciones. Puedes cambiarlo en cualquier momento desde el menú de opciones. Ok. Ok.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot.
Desgraciadamente no está en
When I
español,
close my eyes, the
pero tiene
sky in my
subtítulos.
dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so.
Pausa, pongámosle pausa. Tengo que hacer algo.
Is everyone
No.
here?
¡No!
Settle down.
¿Qué?
I said settle down.
Espera.
You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuja as members.
No. ¿Qué hice? ¿Qué hice? ¿Qué tontera hice? A ver. A ver, espérate. Espérate. Empecemos de cero. A ver. Okay. The Watcher. Watcher. Vamos a ver. Campaña. Nuevo juego. Ahí está. Y ahora sí. Salté la historia sin querer.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you?
Ya no le muevo nada.
It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone.
César,
¿Qué pasa, Snake Dog?
me acaban de hackear.
Espérame, que estoy escuchando la historia.
I hope it's peaceful.
Ok.
Entras en el grupo, vele bajando el volumen a tu
Then,
grupo
finally,
del chat. Vele bajando el
I was
volumen.
ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
Uf,
Dark blue.
hacia el cielo,
I could almost touch it.
azul oscuro.
Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my investment in this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Le están disparando. Misión 1.
Is everyone
Rechazo.
here? Settle down. I said settle down.
Ok, vamos a armarnos.
You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have
¿Ya viste lo
attacked
que
the
ibas a ver?
site.
Comunicaciones para-
Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade.
Me hackearon la Play, güey.
As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron, the IUPF, has been put on high alert.
¿No te pasó a ti
All
de
members who have
un
been ordered to sortie
Gil,
fly
sabe
there
qué
immediately.
chingados? Te
Find
mandó
the
un
unidentified
mensaje que
craft, then use your
bugueó
weapons to
toda la
round them up
cuenta.
and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will.
Pues a mí me pasó que estaba jugando y de repente me llegó un mensaje. Veo el mensaje porque tengo en anónimo todo.
How's that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Y
Many
pues,
injured. Scramble.
ya no me deja
All
checar las
units, take off and
notificaciones.
eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the
O si no me
base.
sale un error y cada
This is
cierto
not
tiempo me
a
sale un
drill.
error cuando estoy jugando.
Reiníciala.
Ya reinicié como
Esto va a ser
30
como en
veces.
el Ace Combat 2. Dice, dieron nombre, The Horn. Objetivo de la operación, derribar los bombarderos enemigos. La fecha y ok, vámonos. Ok, dice lo mismo. Phone. Crocker, Browy, Holden 3 y Golden 4. TU-95. Empezar misión. Vamos. Ok, tengo un F-104C AV y tengo un F-16C. Pues el mejor se supone que es el F-104C. Por la velocidad, aunque la movilidad es más alta, la estabilidad es más alta, aire-aire es más alto, pues el F-16C es el que gana. Vámonos. Misiles, nada más tengo 4 AAM, no tengo ningún otro disponible. Salida, seleccionar avión, seleccionar armas especiales.
Squadron aircraft
Ok, no
operations
entendí
complete.
nada, pero...
Stand by at the front.
Ok. No, pues está cabrón, pero ¿por qué dices que te lo hackeó? O sea, ¿cómo te sale el error? ¿Qué error te sale?
Me sale error CE-36 y otros números, pero en teoría los dos, eso es lo que te dice lo del
Apunta
CE-.
el error. Apunta el error con los números y las letras y búscalo en Google. Ponle
Ya lo vi,
error
güey.
tal y ya él te va a decir qué es lo que te está pasando y cómo
Sí,
se
güey, ya lo vi. Ya me dijeron que es un error de que te manda a la gente, güey, que es un bot o algo. Y vi que tenía amigos y me decía que me saliera y que a veces le no tampoco. El segundo que pasaba, que era ya un poquito más lejos, fue el que da la base de datos, lo hice. Tampoco pasó nada, y sigo igual. Lo único que sería quitar la cuenta, pero no me acuerdo de la contraseña, así que no la puedo volver a poner.
¿Y ya reiniciaste el PlayStation y todo?
Sí, güey, hasta la base de datos le inicié todo en mi modo seguro.
Hacia abajo para levantar.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood?
Vamos para arriba.
This is the AWACS
Vamos a usar
Skykeeper.
una
Pero lo
técnica
único
que
que
usaron
sí-
los japoneses en la Segunda Guerra
Take down
Mundial.
all unidentified bombers. They don't have many
Vamos a
escorts.
ir hacia arriba
They
de
hit our radars hard in the last attack.
las nubes.
Expect the worst
Y
and
les
stay
vamos a
sharp.
caer de arriba.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman.
Pero lo único que sí no me deja meterme son las notificaciones, porque se supone que si me meto ahí,
You gotta keep
puedo
an eye
borrar las
out for enemy
notificaciones del
bombers.
mensaje y se soluciona supuestamente, pero
Okay, here we
me
go.
sale el error
Looks
cada
like
que...
bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
¿Ya iniciaste la historia
It's still a
o
lead.
ya la vas
Sí,
en
la
la mitad
historia.
o la vas acabando?
No, iniciar la historia. Derribado.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Oh shit. Vamos a switchar el radar.
Ay, todo esto me pasa por pendejo, porque por accidente borré la actualización del software y tardé un tiempo en instalarlo y en lo que me instalaba me llegó este puto mensaje de mierda.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Porque la actualización supuestamente era lo que te decía de eso.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Fox 2. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Okay.
Oye, ¿ya viste que ya se sabe cuáles son los Call of Duty de los siguientes años?
Sí, es Black Ops 5.
El del 2020 es Black Ops 5 y el de este pues obviamente Modern Warfare 4, se supone.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
¿Y estás en directo?
Sí.
Mage 2, walking.
You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet.
Desde arriba.
On installations and return to base.
A huevo, güey.
Enemy bomber down.
Que está bien
Nice
cabrón con
going,
las
Mage 2.
palancas, güey.
Not too shabby, Mage 2.
Denunciar
You
su
still got a
hacker
long way
de
to
mierda
go,
y
kid.
lo bañaron.
I'll give you some
güey.
pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Tenemos sus 6 cubiertas. ¿Cómo se abre el pinche? Ahí viene uno contra mí. Eso. Ya quería que viniera.
Mage 2, missile launch. Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Puedo dar con la pistola, güey.
Continuing attack. Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage. Emptying of the hangars and runways.
Special weapon redepleted.
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Vamos rápido. Uy, ya vienen aviones casa.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire!
They will fire my ass.
Enemy has a radar lock. On target 6.
Locked.
Lockdown hostile. Golem 1, Fox 2.
Fox 2. Target is hit.
Porque está muy fácil, lo voy a tener que poner normal. Si no voy a perder.
¿Ya jugaste multi?
Pero no se todavía.
Y estoy con lo que no se aprende, tú.
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Bomber hit by a missile. To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Ciudadanos de Europa. Uf. Lo hicimos bien, ¿eh?
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Cadet, Golem Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier? Whoa, looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the A.
Ah, sí, güey. No lo sé que cuando
Take
tenía
down all
una
unidentified
cara
bombers.
de-
They don't have many escorts. They hit
No
our
lo sé
radars
que-
hard in the last attack.
Ni idea se
Expect
me
the worst
dice que-
and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. Or so I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Vamos. Yo creo que era otra misión y era una repetición. Uf. Este capítulo va a durar poco, ¿eh? Hacemos la otra misión. Ya terminamos. Ganamos un
We are
trofeo.
currently assessing the
Dos.
damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk.
Segundo.
We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Ah, es la ruta que seguí. Sí, es igual que en el Ace Combat 0, güey. En el 0 te decían cuáles eran los movimientos que hiciste, qué fue lo bueno, qué fue lo malo.
Yo nunca jugué.
El árbol de avión.
De hecho, yo nunca he jugado uno de esos.
Equipar las piezas de mejora en el modo campaña. Ok. Siguiente misión. Pero...
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Ocean.
The world was screwed.
El mundo está jodido.
20 years ago, the Earth got
20
slammed
años,
by an
la
asteroid.
Tierra estrelló.
Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
Alcanzada de
Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over.
Whoa.
Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
¡Puto desgraciado! Oh, no toques a mi piloto.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war.
Yo digo que su abuelo de esta es la del Ace Combat Zero, que contaba la historia ese día.
Yo no conozco nada de Ace Combat.
Ah, güey, no sabes lo que es bueno.
Yo no sabía que existía.
Hay muchos videojuegos de la Fuerza Aérea, güey, pero para mí
I was tried,
aunque es
found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship.
no sabía que era de
For
los
company, I
japoneses
had some
estos.
court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt.
No
The
seas
whole
mamón.
place was just one big fat lie.
Los
The only
tanques
reason
eran
I
de
was here
globos,
is
güey,
'cause
y
they
las
knew I
aviones estaban
restored a supersonic
pintados, güey.
plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
¡Malditas! Eso no le hacen a mi piloto. Bueno, hasta aquí vamos a dejar el capítulo porque se ve que se va a poner muy, muy bueno. Y no quiero estar alargando los capítulos. Este ya lleva 38 minutos. Así que, pues chicos, mañana vendremos con el otro
Erusia has
capítulo
made a
de
declaration to the
Ace
Ocean
Combat.
Federation and all
Así
countries
que,
on the Yusian continent stationing the
pues,
IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces.
Todavía no lo,
Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout
ya
Yusia.
no lo encuentro, pero... Bueno, chicos,
The
ya
combination
saben,
of these
quien-
forces has
si
overwhelmed
les
the majority
gusta
of the continent. They
este
are now encroaching
fabuloso
on the
título
east.
que es Ace Combat 7, que es
Additionally,
de la Fuerza
the
Aérea y
multinational space
que
elevator
es
has been seized by the
totalmente
Erusian
una
military.
batalla en el aire, como ven,
After the
de esta
previous
guerra
war,
entre
the
dos
space elevator
continentes y
became
cómo
both a
los
symbol of
rusos
peace
transportaron
and a
drones
valuable asset in the fight
para
against growing energy
atacar
concerns.
secretamente a Osea.
Whoever has control of it will have enormous
Erusea
influence
se
over
llama,
the
Erusea
entire
es
continent.
el supuesto continente.
We cannot turn a blind eye
y
to
pues lo
this
lograron,
critical
y
situation.
aunque sus bases de
The
estos
Fort
eran
Grace
unas
Air
bases
Base
todas
Squadron
fake,
has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim
tenían
the elevator
sus
as an advanced
presiones.
element. First,
Pues nosotros
you will
tenemos
attack
que ir a
all
atacar.
hostiles coming in the east of
Tenemos que
Schofield
atacar,
Plateau
se
to
me hace
stop
que a los
any
rusos.
interference with the Allied ground troops.
que son los que tiraron los drones.
The enemy has deployed several
Ay,
vehicles
más o menos le
with
vamos
anti-air
entendiendo, pero ya
radar
saben,
along the
mañana
roads.
vendremos con otro
You are to
capítulo de
destroy
Ace
them.
Combat y
They
ahorita
should
pues
not
vamos a ir a
pose
jugar un
much of a
poco de
threat.
Black Ops 4.
However,
Pero ya lo haremos
there
en
is a
otro
high
directo,
likelihood that the
regresaremos
attack
como
will draw
unos
more enemy
20
air support.
minutos. Vale, nos vemos chicos,
If
hasta
that
la
happens,
próxima.
fight them off.